So your Nintendo Switch suddenly stops charging and you tried different types of methods to bring it back to its charging state. Now, if you tried all the method in YouTube, maybe this other method could help you out. So okay guys, so here it is, my Nintendo Switch that is not charging just about now. I was just playing with this yesterday and just found out that it wasn't charging. I tried charging it, but in the end, it's not charging. So as you can see, my Nintendo Switch until now is not functioning. Alright, so I'm going to show you some methods that I'm going to give you a simple tip for you to check on your Nintendo Switch not charging, okay? So if you already made a lot of methods, a lot of techniques for you to bring back the Nintendo Switch back to charging mode, or you want to bring it back to charging, maybe there is a certain thing that you have to put in mind, or you should catch your attention, because as we all know that the C port slot of the Nintendo Switch is the main place for it to gather its power. So if you already made a lot of methods pressing the power button and etc etc, maybe you could try cleaning out your C port slot, because especially guys, when your C port or your Nintendo Switch is already a little bit old and sometimes we don't have the time to clean up our Nintendo Switch, sometimes the C port slot gathers a lot of foreign objects that goes inside it, like dust, some small rubbishness, and other things. So it might be the reason for you to not connect properly with the adapter and also the C port slot, because it is now dirty and a lot of things are already accumulating inside the C port slot. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to try to clean it up, and let's see if the Nintendo Switch will charge up again, or if not, it might be a hardware problem. Alright, so let's go and check it out. Now, before we start the process of cleaning out the C port of the Nintendo Switch, these are the things that you will be needing first before you can start cleaning out your Nintendo Switch. So the first thing that we're going to need is a bunch of cotton buds. Next is an old toothbrush. Make sure that the bristles of your old toothbrush is a little bit soft. Next, you're going to be needing a bunch or a couple of these toothpicks, and also a small amount of cotton for you to use later on. So I'll be showing you and teaching you the things on how to use these things in cleaning out your C port of the Nintendo Switch. Alright, but before we start, we're going to check on the adapter of the Nintendo Switch if it's still charging properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to try it on a certain device, okay? Because our Nintendo Switch is not connecting or not charging with the adapter. So in order for us to check on the progress of the adapter charging, we're going to charge it with a different device. So if you have a certain type of device like a cell phone, you can use that. And let's insert this. So this also has a C port. If you can see it's charging, then your adapter is a-okay. Alright, so let's put the adapter aside and let's try cleaning up the Nintendo Switch. Let's start cleaning the C port of the Nintendo Switch. First, you will be using a toothpick that has a pointed tip, and we are going to wrap the pointed tip with a small amount of cotton, and this will go inside the C port of the Nintendo Switch. Now start scraping the sides of the inner part of the C port. Remember, when scraping, avoid using too much pressure or force to avoid damaging or dislocating any thin metals that are inside. Just use gentle pressure. Now the next thing that we are going to do is brush all of those loose dust that is inside the C port. After brushing, finish it off by using a cotton bud to remove excess dirt. And after that, the Nintendo Switch can now be tested for charging. Now let's plug in the Nintendo Switch adapter into the Nintendo Switch and let's see if it will charge. As you can see that it's back to charging. So I think the other cause of Nintendo Switch not charging is just a dirty C port slot. Now if the problem is still there, I would advise you to go to a Nintendo Switch technician to have it checked, or if you have a warranty, you can use that to repair your broken Nintendo Switch. So, okay guys, thanks so much. So that's about it for the video for today, guys. I do hope this video helped you out on fixing your Nintendo Switch charging problems. And if you like the video, please do hit the like and also subscribe if you're just new. So this is Simple Bliss 101. Make your own perspective, guys, and I'll be seeing you again on the next video blog. Have a good day.